Hey guys, Perfectly Numb, and welcome back to Bendy and the Ink Machine. Today we are reviewing the secret chapter titled Question Mark Archives. We're gonna jump straight in and find out what secrets lie in the archives. So we had an absolutely fantastic time, me and Carissa co-streaming Bendy and the Ink Machine for you guys. So here we are. Welcome to the archives. Bendy and the Ink Machine began when the development/cartoonist known as theMeatly experimented with bringing a sketch 2D style into a 3D world after turning the idea into a horror game. Chapter 1 of the game was created in a little under a week with programmer friend Mike Mood and released on February 10th in 2017. Much to their surprise, it struck a chord with global indie gamers almost overnight. theMeatly and Mike Mood decided to drop all their projects to work on Bendy and tell a most unique ink story. The entire game was completed a chapter at a time in a year and a half by a very small but dedicated group of indie developers. Although the concept of the story remained as originally intended, the game changed over development as characters and models were redefined from their early thrown together versions. This archive is a peek behind the scenes at that progress. Alright guys, so it appears to be that we have all this beautiful concept art of different versions of the characters throughout development. So I guess we'll start with this ink machine right here. This is the original ink machine. Before a major visual upgrade, this version of the ink machine was the one used in the game. Much of the machine's iconic, fan-loving design was translated into the final version. Alright. I guess we'll start over here. Alright, so we have Concept Bendy. This is the first version of Bendy ever modeled. In the earliest concepts, Bendy was much smaller and cuter, with a face that split open to reveal a terrifying mouth. Right here we have Alpha Bendy. This is the original game-used design of Ink Bendy from the earliest version of Chapter 1. It is jokingly referred to as a bird poop with a smile among the development team. Right here we have Beta Bendy. This was an Ink Bendy's form until the release of Chapter 4. At that time the game received a major visual upgrade and the title character got a new model as well. Alright. And this is Ink Bendy as we know him today. Although similar to the Beta Bendy, this upgrade version was remodeled, enhanced with a higher polygon count and given new ink effects. And right here we have Beast Bendy, Ink Bendy's horrific final form in Chapter 5, pulled away the cartoon facade and revealed the demon within. Okay. And now we're going to make our way to the beta searcher. Early in development, with just a few weeks to create Chapter 2, the beta searchers were designed in record time before being fully retooled later on. They were the first fighting enemies encountered in the game. Then we have the final searcher. The final searchers were far more robust in appearance. They were smoother with better ink effects and a more human appearance. Now we have Beta Sammy. With the first appearance in Chapter 2, fan favorite Sammy Lawrence became a terrifying, entertaining character. When his slim build was deemed not threatening enough, he was redesigned and given a better skeletal rig to more advanced animation. Now we have the final Sammy. Sammy Lawrence's final form came complete with a bulked up stature, and more powerful limbs, the mad songwriter may finally get noticed now, at least by fans. Okay, and we have Alice Angel, good and bad. We have Boris the Wolf. We have Beta Boris. Papa was the original name of the character that eventually became Boris the Wolf. This early version was released with Chapter 1. He was quickly refined into the Boris we know today with the release of Chapter 2. Okay, Boris the Wolf. A Friend to the End was designed using various references from cartoons of the 1920s, a blend of West Coast and East Coast animation styles. The silent and supportive wolf won over the hearts of many, although at times he was a headache for the development team, due to his AI taking on a mind of its own during production. And here we have the Brute Boris. Alice Angel's monstrosity, Brute Boris, was one of the biggest surprises of Chapter 4. His design was roughly based on the Frankenstein monster, but with a more unfinished appearance. Alice took parts from within him and substituted things that his body is rapidly rejecting. Alright. So we made our way around the room. Okay. Right here we have the Butcher Gang. The Piper, Striker, and the Fisher make up the dreaded Butcher Gang. Interestingly, the ink-corrupted versions of the characters were designed first and then were reverse engineered back into their more family-friendly cartoon forms. Alright. And then we have a head right here. But we'll just take a look at the artwork on the walls as we circle the room. There's no statue sitting here, but it says Henry Stein. Once an equal business partner of Joey Drew, Henry Stein was a talented animator and character designer until leaving the company around 1930. His place in Joey Drew Studios' history is somewhat undocumented, but he is often rumored to be the true creator behind many of the studio's most memorable characters. Alright. Just take a quick look at the walls to get all the artwork in. Amazing job on this game. We can absolutely not be mad. Absolutely love it. I hope that they do future chapters in the future. I appreciate every single one of you guys for joining us on this series. Hopefully there's a chapter 6 in the future. If there is, be sure that we are going to be streaming the crap out of that in the future when it drops. With that, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thanks for all the love and support, and I can't wait to catch you guys on the next video.